What we knew that last season. First of all, let me back up. Hallie had very strong feelings about what she wanted to do emotionally and character-wise this season, and it was really about a more kind of visceral, a dirtier, edgier show, sexier. And so we took that and we ran with it. We had meetings with her, and then we kind of ran with it, and we tried to develop something where it would be more like Molly as warrior. You know what I mean? Like last season was more like Molly as mom and scientist and exploring those issues. And we really wanted to try to explore more like Molly as warrior. Like she knows that the fate of the world hangs in the balance. We knew we wanted to build that story. And no one will believe her because she's possibly crazy. And around that, we would build the whole first half of the season. And so, does that answer that question? Yeah.
But I would say, too, that we also, we kind of knew a few things going in, which is that we wanted to be a self-contained story again. We did that, season one, had a beginning, middle, and an end. We wanted to treat it like one big movie. We wanted to hit the ground running. We wanted to infuse it with new energy and new cast. Enter a new world of the story. We were in space last year and zero gravity and the space station. Well, she blew it up in the finale, and nobody's going back to space at the moment because there are these terrible things up there, maybe. And so we were exploring this new world on the ground. It's very earthbound, the mystery this season, and we wanted to make it a little darker, a little edgier, sexier, a little faster paced. And so all that kind of stuff was those were all the goals coming into the new season. That just, like you said, it's an evolution of the world that we left, the last time. Now we're in this new heightened fight for our survival.
Interesting because, I love Goran Vishnik as an actor. I think he's great. But in order to explore other sides of Molly, we had to get her separated from her marriage so we could see how does she react to a guy like JD? How does she react to a guy like General Shepard? That's David Morrissey. What is the energy between these people? Well, as long as she's in this sort of troubled marriage, it's hard to explore those things. We were figuring out, we knew we wanted to have a cop. We knew we wanted to have something grittier, like the cop of the future who would be like the everyman, like us, who would have a sense of wonder if he found out that there were aliens here. You know what I mean? Because we all have seen enough stuff where it's like, we remind ourselves that you would be freaking out if you knew there were aliens here, and you wouldn't really believe it off the top. So we were like, what kind of person would be that skeptic, and how can we build a story? So we had this idea to make him the cop of the future. Well, then we said, who's the voice? And we said it should be, we had no idea who it would be. But we just said, let's write with the idea that it'll be Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, somebody like a Jeffrey Dean Morgan type.
Because we love Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and he's got that kind of gruff cowboy, bad boy thing about him. And so then we wrote the whole thing.
You gotta say too, when we started calling him JD, like on the whiteboard in the writer's room in the first couple weeks.
Yeah.
So let's just call him JD for now.
It'll be temporary. It's just because I never in a million years thought it would be Jeffrey Dean Morgan, even though everything had his energy in it. So then when we came time for casting, we called his agent, and and the whole thing got set in motion, and somehow there we were on the first day, and there was Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Like we did the secret.
Actually got, we actually got the guy.
Exactly. It is. Coming in with the ideas that she had, I always say too, if you're a smart writer and you have an Academy Award-winning actress, you should listen to that person, right? Because they won an Academy Award for a reason, and she's so intuitive and so brings so much ownership of the character now too. And but like one of the things that we were talking about is that she's almost like superhuman, and she's so fearless on set. Between action and cut, she just goes for it, and she really doesn't hold anything back. She really isn't afraid to just to go big, not big like big emotion, but just really risk it in front of the camera and risk her emotions. And so to me, it's like sitting back and watching that from behind the monitor. It's inspiring to see somebody at the level that she is, She's working in this television show. She's this Academy Award-winning, Emmy Award-winning actress, the best of the best, and she's still going for it every single time. And then not only that, but they say cut, and then she goes to her trailer and is a mom to her kids. You know, she would talk about her doing like drive-by feedings, and then coming back, you know, right back on set till 2 in the morning. And there's something like so superhuman about that effort that's like.
Well, I was saying, I don't know if you guys heard us at the panel today, but I was saying in the panel, like, her character this season is warrior mode, but Hallie herself is like, she's like in warrior. It's really long. Her hair and makeup, she's the first person there. And it could be like a 14-hour day, and she just brings it all the time, and she does it with good humor and sort of a love of process, and it never flags. I don't know. And so, you know, people talk about like number one on the call sheet, you know, who's your star? And that energy that they bring informs the whole operation. It's amazing what she brings every day. I don't know too many people like that. She's extraordinary.
Well, what's fun about her as a person? Like, what surprised you about Oscar-winning actress Halle Berry now that she's your friend?